Livestreaming is momenteel niet beschikbaar. Oh, dit werkt altijd zo leuk.
All right, good afternoon. Welcome back to College Radio by NHL Stendon, still the longest radio name known to man. It's been a while since we've been here. Actually, for me, it's been about 5 weeks, so it's
same.
let's hope we can still do this
In the future.
in the future.
Yeah.
It's only the two of us today. Two of us, Arthur and me, Dorcas. And today we're talking about The Voice and, the recent allegations that have come up. We're going to tell you interesting stuff that's happening at NHL Stendon and some global news. And that is
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
short of it for today.
Other than that, we have a few songs for you ready. So,
Yes.
yeah. Sit back, relax, enjoy the show, and here comes the first topic.
First up is The Voice. Over the past week, we've seen some allegations come up against some of the hosts and people on the production team. Actually, later we'll be discussing, the full details of this. But right now, I kind of want to dive into, this allegations thing. It's been a thing in recent years, and I think it's good that people are coming up with their stories and saying what has happened to them, because it allows other people to also feel the confidence enough to bring up what has happened, but often they are faced with a lot of backlash,
Yeah.
which is
But it's not only
unfair.
backlash, of course, but it's also, the same as with coming out of the closet. And, those are hard topics to discuss. And especially if you're saying you're being raped, it's not something you want to tell to people and like scream off rooftops and stuff and be happy about it or something. So it's very hard, I guess, to talk about it.
Well, obviously, this is a pretty heavy thing to discuss. And, I think...
There's also the other side of the spectrum, and I'm not saying that this is a common thing or anything, but with allegations nowadays, is it always true is the question, because sometimes these things happen behind closed doors and there's really not much evidence, so it's also pretty hard to prove if something really happened, and that makes it Yeah, more hard, of course, or harder.
Well, that's the thing. It's a behind closed doors thing, and it's all about who do you believe and who do you want to believe. And I think the second one is usually the one that weighs most heavy for people on the outside, because you don't want to believe that your favorite artist could be capable of doing something like this. But pretty often it does turn out to be true. And I think the girls and women and whoever comes out and tells their story are incredibly strong and brave, because you never know what the response is going to be. So
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
The question is, do we have to live with cameras in every room nowadays?
No. Oh, no, not cameras everywhere. See, cameras serve a safety purpose, I guess, for like surveillance and catching things on camera, and it can be super convenient, but I would feel so watched everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, totally not a nice feeling to have cameras everywhere. I say as we are on camera, looking at the camera.
Yeah. Yeah. But maybe for shows in the future, it could be or would be the best option, I guess, to prevent these things from happening, because you know that surveillance is happening. Although we will become a little bit like China or anything where everything is also being watched. Who knows?
Yeah. Thing is, it might prevent the problem, but you only prevent it because people won't be seen doing it, when you want them to not do it in the first place. There shouldn't be a reason for them not to do it. They should just not be doing this shit. But actually, speaking of cameras, and this is off topic, but the surveillance camera is a nice segue. This past weekend, my parents had their car rear window smashed in, and we have no cameras. So we have no clue who did this and just, ran off. So that's the one point where I would have liked to have surveillance cameras, but besides that, not a fan of, the every room, every place has surveillance.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. But we're gonna go to a song right now. This is Wavy by Ice Leak, and we'll be right back after the song. So that was Wavy by Ice Leak.
Yes, and now moving on to what is happening at NHL Stenden. First of all, schools are open again, and I am so happy about this. I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, definitely. This is the first time for me being back at school in like 6 weeks or something. When
6.
Yeah, when school
That's
closed.
long.
5 weeks. I don't remember exactly, but a long time.
Long time has passed, and so for most of us, I guess here it is deadline week, and I could not live without these Macs here in the Media Lab. So very pleased that school is open and I can actually do my work.
Are you a bit of a Mac person?
Well, no. It drives me. No, okay. Listen, Macs are great. They work great, but I am used to a Windows laptop, so the whole commands and everything, they're all way different. And I don't know. Mac just messes with me. I don't know how it works really, but I've gotten better at it.
But it works. Yeah. Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about Macs, that they're just so easily to adapt to. I don't know, but yeah. Moving on.
As soon as you get the hang of it, it's all fine. Yes, indeed. Moving on to an event happening at NHL Stand today, Creative Business Tomorrow event. This is live streaming from studio, the film studio.
The film studio, yeah.
Like 070.
If you are here, take a look at it, because I've heard it's pretty impressive to look at, and they have all sorts of fancy equipment there that's usually not there. So.
Oh yes, they hired a professional AV company, and they have brought their entire setup. There's one room filled with flight cases, and I think that just shows you how much stuff they have back there. It's insane.
Can you just walk in there, or do you...
Oh, no. It's a live stream, so you don't walk over there. I don't think they will appreciate it. Okay, actually, before I tell you about the what's on the program for the event, let me tell you. Yesterday, I went over to have a little look behind the scenes. And I was talking to a guy who turned out to be a high school friend who was on the production team. And then this lady walks by, and she looks at me, and she puts up her hand, holding a banana peel. And I guess she thought I was part of the production team or some kind of assistant, because she's like, can you put this on a table for me? And I was just thinking, no.
Bruh.
Why the fuck would I do that? You know what I tell her? I'll just throw it away for you. I did not just put it on the table. I went the extra mile to actually throw it out for her. Instead of saying, lady, I'm not part of your crew.
So now
I submitted.
Now you got hired, or
well,
or you got paid $50 or something.
I was about to say like, oh, I could be a production assistant as a joke, and she walked away. So it was not
She's
her.
Sassy, boy. She's sassy.
Yes. But besides my little moment yesterday, right now they're talking about the future of the music industry, and one of the speakers is actually my mentor. He has a music management company, and he was a drummer for years. There's also someone, I think he also owns a music management company, Marcel Duzink.
So is that your mentor, or?
No, Andries van Wieren, that's my mentor.
Okay.
So if
Fair
you're
enough.
listening, Andy, hello. I don't know if I'm supposed to call him Andy, but in my head I do. Next up is talk about publishing. And the last one of the day is a talk show with just various speakers about creative business in general. So if you're interested, go to the NHL Standard website and find Creative Business Tomorrow, and you can register. And that's how you can watch the event online. And
so it's not that you just go to YouTube page and click it. You really have to register and fill out a form or something?
No,
or?
I think you just put your name and email address, and then you get a link. And with the link, you can access the streaming site.
Okay.
And it's kind of like we've got just, the video streaming. You can ask questions, and they will answer them. There's a host.
And it's the entire day today, or?
What's it? 9:30 till 4:30.
Damn.
So this morning.
So it's a full schedule. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Interesting.
This morning there was talk about tech stuff, metaverse, lovely for all the tech bros. But so yeah.
So what do you think about the metaverse?
Oh Christ, don't get me started. I don't even know what it is. I don't want to know what it is.
It's Black Mirror all over again, but then in real life. So
well, in that case, no thank you.
It's basically building your own virtual house and doing some other virtual reality stuff, and yeah, it's a bit far-fetched, but apparently somebody already paid $450,000 to buy a virtual house next to Snoop Dogg, who is designing a house, so it's already going pretty crazy. I don't know what his master plan behind this is, but it can be something good.
You know what? I think at the end of this, he's making money, and that is something I think we all should aspire to. At least me as a broke college student saying that, yes. So, anyway.
Yeah, of course, but stealing people's information and selling it, and, providing the FBI with all the necessary equipment to do home raids and invasions and all that stuff. I don't know if that's the right way to make money.
Probably not. Yeah, there are some other wacky ways to go about that. But for now, I think we should call it a day regarding our NHL standard news and our metaverse talk, because I will go crazy if we talk about this stuff for too long. So
Is that right?
that is right. So let's listen to a song and we'll talk about The Voice somewhere.
Yeah. So we're gonna listen to "Look Away" by JLV.
Okay, this was, please remind me of the song title.
This was "Look Away" by JLV.
Look
All the songs are in the description, so if you're curious to see which songs we used, they're there. Now there's a little bit too much in the description, I guess. So not all of the songs that are in there will be played, but still they're nice to listen to, so you can check them all out.
They were picked for a reason, of course. Well, this next topic is something we don't want to look away from, as like painful as it can be. We talked about The Voice before and how there are some allegations that have come up. So what has come out this week is that a former contestant named Nienke Wijnhoven has pressed charges against the band leader named Jeroen Rietbergen. She participated in the show in 2018 at age 19, and she alleges that he touched her inappropriately. And this is actually the third report that has come out this week regarding The Voice. Previous ones have been made against one of the judges, Ali Bey. Actually, two have been made against him. And The Voice has decided to just suspend their collaboration with him. Because
that's crazy. Because Ali was also doing The Voice Kids, right?
Yes, and what is especially weird to me is that he was, a childhood, he was always, one of the childhood Dutch icons, I guess.
Yeah,
Idols, icons, what's the word? It's,
the 2000s guy to be,
a quintessential part of, the Dutch growing up part. And
a quintessential part, wow.
Look at that. The vocabulary said, hello, we're here today. But
you were
it's...
there and going, yeah, absolutely.
No, it's still here.
No, of course. So yeah, maybe what's interesting to say about Jeroen, that's Linda de Mol's husband. And Linda de Mol is, of course, related to the guy who invented the format and who owned The Voice before, so that's why Jeroen is kind of an influential person, and he kind of misused his power, I guess.
Absolutely. You can totally say that there's just I don't know the word. It's a misuse of power, and because he has all these connections, he might think that he can get away with this. But this candidate, she came live on a talk show and she talks about her experience. And I believe there was another girl who also talked about her experience. And I think it's something unexpected to me, but I think it's good that it's coming out, because I feel like it's easy for these things in the industry to be covered up. But now we just get a little insight in what actually goes on in these shows, and especially behind the scenes, like we mentioned before as well.
Yeah, and it's going to cost them a lot of money, so hopefully lessons learned. But also for all the other people that are working on the show. I don't know how many it are, but I think at least 1,000 people are working on this format every single year. So because of a couple guys, everything is suspended right now, and maybe they're even out of a job if they're a freelancer or something like that. So it's kind of sad to see that a few people destroy careers for a lot of people, I guess.
That is true, but it also, when you mentioned 1,000 people and only one person has done something, it makes me feel like maybe there's more that we just don't know of, because, you don't expect this to happen, but
you only see so much, of course. On the
Very
other
true.
hand, it's always a difficult question. But yeah, there's an investigation going on, and right now everything is suspended regarding The Voice, so there will not be any more episodes released, even from the current season. So that's also sad for all the contestants that were already through to the next rounds. But hey,
Safety,
I guess that's showbiz.
Showbiz it is. But honestly, safety and fair justice over, a season of The Voice, because I never watched it, so it makes no difference to me. I just hope that the girls who were affected by this can find a little peace with what's happened. Well,
Yeah, but when will it be enough? Because if something happens, it will stay with you forever.
Oh,
so,
of course.
So no amount of money can fix that, I guess.
No, of course, it's not about money. It's about probably a lot of therapy. And, I wouldn't even know. But,
You wouldn't even know. That's exactly the thing.
That's the thing. We couldn't even imagine. I think that about wraps up our The Voice news.
Yeah.
We're going to listen to a couple songs, and then we're going to be back to talk about some interesting news.
We're going to
around
listen
the world.
to two songs. The first one is Loving You is Easy, and the second one is Something Special. So enjoy it. We'll be right back after these two songs.
And we're back talking about the final topic. Very smooth. Global news. So,
National Cheese Day.
well, what an introduction. Well, today is the 20th of January, and there are quite a lot of like special things that today is. But most of all, today is one of them very suited for this country. It is National Cheese Lovers Day.
Wow. So for the people that don't love cheese, me included, yeah, you don't have anything to add to this day, I guess.
Today is your Blue Monday.
What do you think about cheese?
Well, here's the thing. I was always a certified cheese lover until about 2 years ago when I decided I would go vegan, like fully.
Are you still?
Well,
Or are you a flexitarian?
no, I am a cheater vegan who eats chocolate whenever it's convenient, but will not eat meat and milk. But what I do like, especially this week to get me through deadlines, is coffee. And today, besides National Cheese Lovers Day, is also National Coffee Break Day. And I am ready for a coffee break.
Welcome to National Coffee Break Day. Today with your host, Dorcas and Arthur. Actually, did we even introduce ourselves with our names? I don't think so.
I quickly said I said your name, and then I very quickly said my name because I don't like saying my
Are
name.
you insecure about your name?
Well, yes, I am. But that
You
is not.
wanna talk about it?
No.
Okay, then we're gonna move
we
on.
will talk about that on National Insecurity Day. How about that?
Wasn't it today as well? Because there were like 5 or 6 days. We
There
also
are
have
many
National
things today.
Penguin Day.
I love that. Penguins, adorable. Little sued birds.
Yeah, I wonder how they're celebrating it, because on the South Pole, I don't know if you have National Penguin Day there even.
Well, penguins are very distinguished animals, so they will be celebrating with fresh fish and whatnot.
Is that so? Yeah, and hopefully they don't get eaten by killer whales or great white sharks or something.
That's
It's
a
something
struggle
for another
day.
National Penguin Day, I would say.
Exactly. And final interesting, day. It's one day, but there's 4. It's confusing. But it's also National DJ Day, which is
Wow.
interesting to one of us. Sort of, I guess.
What?
You're kind of a producer slash... Could you name yourself
Yeah.
DJ? Is that fair?
No, because
Okay,
I don't
never
have
mind.
a turntable and all that stuff. I produce music, but I don't make DJ sets and stuff. I'm still debating if I want to get into it, because it's a lot of work, because you have to spend hours and hours finding the right music and stuff, but you kind of learn a lot about music in general, and it could be a fun venture to take on as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've got a mini DJ setup here, so
Yeah.
this basically counts for us. But that actually wraps up the fun days today. There's actually more, but these are the most interesting ones. Moving on to something a bit more serious is a tennis player named Djokovic.
Novak Djokovic.
Yeah,
Yes. He got kicked out of Australia after being there for 2 weeks and then getting deported eventually because he was not vaccinated. So,
deported. So
yeah, he's not welcome there anymore. And the Australian Open is happening, or is about to start, and he was qualified to go there and all that stuff. He won it actually last year, so he was kind of there to defend his title and maybe
Wow.
to get another one, because currently he is on top of the world. He's the best player at the moment. So it's kind of sad to see him leave. And there are maybe more problems to come for him, because in the next few months, the tournament in Paris will happen. Roland Garros, it's called. And France just happened to introduce
a vaccine
a
mandate.
vaccine mandate. So
Well, there you go.
there you go. Problems. So he might not even be able to go there as well unless he gets vaxxed, but we'll see what happens.
Well, it depends on if it's a medical choice or a choice that he's made. But
Maybe he's a
if-
whoppy.
He could be a whoppy. But you know what? It's his choice, his doing. But if he's a world champion and he really wants to defend that title, I would advise him to just get the shot and move on, because it's easy peasy. And you're done. You're ready to defend your title. Because what a silly thing that would be to lose your title
yeah.
to.
Yeah, that's it's sad for him, of course, because he already was there to prepare for the entire tournament, and then eventually getting kicked out is kind of sad.
It is kind of sad, but hey, what can you do? It's a grown man.
What can you do about it? Yeah.
It's a professional. That's on him. Well, do we have any more interesting news?
The weather report.
The weather report. Well, let's hear it.
So the music is already set. Oh no, it's about to stop now. Okay, we will do it again. The music. Here we go. So today we have 70% chance of rain here in Leeuwarden with maximum of 6 degrees. Tomorrow we have 70% chance of rain as well with 7 degrees. Wow, both cloudy. The weekend will be cloudy as well with a maximum temperature of 8 degrees and a minimum temperature of 3 degrees. And next week it will be the same as this week. Very sad. Very, very sad. So unfortunately, no nice weather, no skiing, no ice skating, no beach days or anything. Well, of course you can go to the beach, but
no fun beach days. Just cold, windy, shitty rain.
Absolutely.
As we are used to. It's what else do you expect?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Good question. Hopefully, I do really hope we get some snow at some point, but
would be nice.
The report tells us no, so I guess unfortunately not the case. But that does bring us to the end of this week's show.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll be back again, bringing you the news and media, fun stuff, and
Robin and Lisa will be back.
Yes, we'll be back with the whole crew.
Yeah.
The four of us will be sitting here,
Very
talking,
nice.
trying to get our brains to talk about interesting stuff.
And because we love you all, the final song of today will be Still in Love by Music by Lucas. So this was our show for today. We would like to thank you all for listening.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Have a very great weekend and
good luck with your deadlines.
Good luck with the deadlines, absolutely. Yes. And I would say, until next week.
See you all next week.
Bye-bye. Bye.